to have a first impression. And I think of it that way with pressure. If a horse has a good first impression, it sets a real positive tone. If the horse has a negative sense of that initiation of pressure, you can really have a lot of work on your hands. Okay, so here we go. And I had Robyn working this little girl, and we'd already done a bunch of this work, but she couldn't have you even get really close to her when we started. And a couple of the things that we've played with are just being able to apply general pressures and having her understand that she can control the pressure by engaging us mentally. All right, so it took quite a while to get to this place where she was able to handle such things, and they're good. And so then the idea here is that anytime there is a pressure, one, we want to wait, and then secondly, we want the little girl to understand that if she needs to control this pressure, she can engage us. So the basic concept of pressure is that they have to be able to respond to us or connect to us. And anytime she gets worried, that she can hook onto us. Okay, so we're just talking and visiting, and I just wanted you to get a little bit of the interaction. My dog was sitting by the fence, and that was a big deal to her. And we're just kind of playing with the basic elements and kind of getting our bearing at this point. So here we're going to move her slightly away, but then it's always going to end with this concept of, there we go, good. So that the mare understands when she hooks on mentally to Robyn that the pressure goes away. Now, when the hand comes up, if there's any point where the mare thinks she needs to move away, then we would apply the same standard. We want her to understand that anytime there, okay, so now we see this concept, the mare is wanting to take her head away. Now Robyn's not holding her, but just applying a request and just a soft pressure. There we go. And then we see her, and we've already taught her this, but this is the idea. So we go in with these requests, not demands. We're trying to help her understand that when she makes, there we go, and you can see the softness in her eye. By this point, she's already really understanding that when we apply a little pressure, there you go, you can see an effect there. Any type of pressure, that when the hand comes under, the mare can bring her head to us, just gently waiting until she brings her head back to our hand and tries to think through it. So the first thing that we're trying to say here, guys, is that our horses must understand how to think when they feel pressured. If they don't know how to think when they feel pressure, the leg aid is only going to scare them or create tension or cause them to go inside themselves. Okay, so here again, you can see she's thinking of leaving, but that is more of a thought. Robyn is not resisting her. She's just putting her hand there, kind of staying with her. And then anytime the mare needs to control, she commits. That's really what we're after. We're looking for a commitment and a connection for relief. So remember this, in the very beginning, the onset of this, it is absolutely imperative that when you apply a general pressure, and you can start this right from the beginning. So understand, I'm already teaching this little mare how to define the leg aid merely by engaging her mentally and helping her understand how to control pressure by staying with me. Again, many of the problems I see people have in defining the aids is based on this basic principle being missed. So don't underestimate its value. And you can see now that she's handling these things well. Now with the effect of the rope, it should produce the same effect. That when Robyn applies the rope, it's just a gentle connection that the mare can bring her eye and release. So she's gaining release. The mare is controlling the pressure. She's understanding how to think through it by not having to run. This is a real big deal for horses when they first start, that they believe they need to run away from any type of connection or confinement. So we're really looking to see a good degree of ability to connect. Very good. And then Robyn worked again now with the halter. Good. And then you can see the mare's eye is with Robyn, and we're haltering a present eye, not haltering a horse that wants to be leaving. We take our time to produce this. If there's any anxiety, there is a waiting. That's it. And you can see her kind of turn her head slightly towards Robyn. And this is a perfect example of haltering a present eye, and that this pressure is not causing a negative effect. Very good. And Robyn and I were dialoguing through this, but just to create a very positive effect. And you can see that the mare is thinking under this and responding well. Good deal. This mare really started to enjoy and want to connect with Robyn. Very good.